Hello there, my name is Retro. The first time to my channel, I used to review cartoon series, anime series, so something completely random, and today we talk about Beavis and Butthead Does the Universe. This is from Paramount Plus, an original based on the same title of the series called Beavis and Butthead. Now before I talk about the movie, what is Beavis and Butthead? Basically, it's two teenagers who are basically the most stupidest people you ever met. They don't care about anything, the only one thing, getting laid, and also make fun of everything. But of course, that's the interesting part and the reason why they last so long. Beavis and Butthead always been so stupid. It's sort of fascinating how they get in trouble, the reasons why they just don't get it. They're basically two special people who just don't understand how the world works, but just bump into very unusual situations and how they can get out of it, if they get out of it. Because sometimes you wonder how they actually function, but at the same time, I do not care because it's just so dumb and hilarious. And that's the point of Beavis and Butthead. Now, the Beavis and Butthead movie is not the first time they do the movie. This is the second time. The first time is basically traveled around America finding Beavis and Butthead dad. That was hilarious. This one does what the title says, does the universe. Basically, Beavis and Butthead once more get in trouble, but instead of going to jail, they actually got promoted to go to NASA to teach these kids, to hopefully motivate them to set their life the right way. And they become a NASA. Their NASA people are so impressed, they think they're intelligent, decide to move them in a spaceship to help move some equipment from outer space. But being Beavis and Butthead, they really didn't understand what the astronaut actually saying. They only realized, oh my god, hot chick, she wanna get laid with us in space. Let's do it, Beavis. And Butthead, yeah. Then they go down the space and people realize, oh, these kids are not genius, they're morons. And they kind of did something really stupid, destroyed the mission, and all of them about to die. So they had to make a choice. Only two people must die. If two people die, then everybody can survive. And everybody elect Beavis and Butthead because they're the one who put them in that sort of situation. After that, you think, oh, that got killed, or this case kicked out of the spaceship and let them to die. But lucky for them, like always, they actually go in the black hole, transport in a different universe at different times. Now they're in the present. And this is the interesting part. You think it would be sort of lazy, like introducing old character to new technology, being sort of eye-rolling, kind of boring, so redundant. But you forget, this is Beavis and Butthead. They don't get anything. The only thing they care is dirty jokes and girls. And that's it. It's kind of hilarious. Some people are trying to teach them something and they just don't get. They're sort of amazed when they got like an iPhone and teach them how to use the camera and they think they're TVs. Or they want to buy nachos, they don't have money, they use their phone, but they don't know how to use a phone. What is this cell phone? And they teach them how, and they just go crazy buying everything because they don't have context of this has like a limit, you will get in trouble. And what's more, they just don't get it. But a little bit, they have ultimate versions of them, the smart Beavis and Butthead from a different universe, calling them out like, bros, you gotta need to leave this timeline. You have to go where you were before you actually kill the whole universe. But the only problem is, this is Beavis and Butthead, they don't really get it. But I'm surprised you have a version of Beavis and Butthead that is very intelligent and very wise. It's almost sort of shocking if you're a fan because you wasn't expecting that. You have that type of version of Beavis and Butthead that intelligent. Or at least they say intelligent of their own version of themselves. That's not a high bar to get by. So yeah, that's still impressive. But anyway, during this time, there are basically two people are trying to hunt them down. The governor, who the one who actually execute them of outer space, she's afraid they're trying to ruin her. Or the other agency, the FBI, I think, or yeah, let's say FBI, they're the one who want to hunt them down because they think they're aliens or enemy of the state because they time travel. And Beavis and Butthead, once more, they really don't know what's going on. They're just having fun, and the only thing they care is getting late with the governor because the governor promises them to get late a long time ago. And that's basically the race to actually moved Beavis and Butthead from the black hole to put them back where they were. And that's the whole story. But once more, it's the fun ride with Beavis and Butthead. You just don't know what these two idiots would do. And I think the most funniest thing is they just don't understand. In fact, the whole movie feels almost like a connected episode. Like they have like 4 or 5 events that happen in the whole movie. One they go to jail, one they go to NASA, another one goes to their own home and understand what happened to the parents. And once more, it's like multiple little scenes, but it feels like episodes of Beavis and Butthead. Now, did it ruin the show? I mean, the movie? No. It actually is still funny because everything feels connected. It doesn't really try to do anything else just to make you laugh. To see what Beavis and Butthead do. Of course, I have warned you, if you don't like their comedy or sense of humor, or you're not sure if you will like them, I recommend watch clips on YouTube, or you have Paramount Plus where this actually comes from. Watch an episode, or at least watch the movie, at least 5 minutes or 10 minutes of it. If you don't like it, it's not for you, but you're a fan, or you feel this will be interesting for you because it's all about them, how idiotic and simple they really are. You may chance love these two characters. Let's face it, if you like Mudjug, you probably seen his work before, was King and a Hero, and kind of like Daria, but Daria, he created the character, he never created the show. But once more, if you like those shows, you maybe like Beavis and Butthead, but once more, every fan has divided themselves which is the better show. People says King of Hills, people says Beavis and Butthead. To me, is all the shows are great, their own version. Anyway, I have one question. You've seen this movie. Do you like Beavis and Butthead? You like this version because they didn't really do anything unique and different, except for one thing. It's the fact they actually developed Beavis. That it's like he actually has emotion, and I think that's the most shocking thing about that movie is that you actually develop the characters that they never were developed because how simple they are. But it's just sort of surprising. I think that's the best to describe this movie. It's just surprising all the things they do. Like they actually commentate about white privilege, but once more, it's Beavis and Butthead. They don't get what you're saying. The only thing they understood that conversation, their parents are rich, so we abuse our power. That's all. That's all they got. And that's the thing. You just adore Beavis and Butthead. They just don't care. They just want to get laid. But of course, this movie do focus on one interesting thing is the fact the relationship. What is Beavis and Butthead relationship of their friends, of their just acquaintances? They try to go deep. But once more, it's kind of hard to go deep is because of Beavis and Butthead, but they did enough to actually make you care. And that's it. I mean, I really can't say it's that much about this movie. It's just, I have a great time. I have a blast watching this movie because they ask you, do not think, enjoy. And that's all they ask. Now, I got nothing else to say before I continue once more. What do you think? How you feel about this movie? I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.